Hello everyone, welcome to The Good, The Bad, the TNA Impact for Impact Wrestling on January 26, 2012. And honestly, I'm going to go ahead and keep this one a little bit short because it's pretty much last week's review in a nutshell, all over again, outside the aspect of, it's just on the aspect that, same storylines. I'm not really caring much for the current storylines, especially the Jeff Hardy, James Storm, and Bobby Roode thing going on right now, and a few other aspects. So I'm going to keep this short this week. There was really only two parts of the show that I did like. The continuing of the feud with Samoa Joe and Magnus versus Crimson and Matt Morgan. It's nice to see that they're keeping this storyline going and keeping this tag team going with Magnus and Joe. It definitely brings a different taste to their tag team division that had been lacking recently. And the other aspect that I forget if I mentioned it last week, but the return of Alex Shelley, and he came to the last week he returned to talk to and pretty much ran down Austin Aries. This week he returned to in-ring action, and it's great to see that they're going to have him go for the X Division title next. That I feel like they needed something bigger going in there, and Alex Shelley does, give a nice little kick to the X Division because he's been gone for a while. Same with Chris Sabin, so it's nice to see one bit of the Motor City Machine Guns back. Pretty much outside of that, storyline-wise, I thought the show was awful. Having Tara win the #1 contendership to the Knockouts title, I don't think is a good idea at this point in time. And this is mostly just because I don't feel like the Mickie James Gail Kim storyline's over with yet, and now they're just throwing Tara in there, so it doesn't seem to really work out for me. Once again, the Jeff Hardy, Bobby Roode, and James Storm storyline, I'm not liking the storyline personally, because mostly I don't feel like the pay-per-view needs a triple threat match for their main title. And it doesn't seem to really work out much for me, mostly because this triple threat's going to be a typical triple threat. You have Storm and Hardy. They're going to be doing a they'll team up against Bobby Roode, and then Bobby Roode will probably find a way to win the match. Something in that aspect. Now, I mean, the matches themselves on the entire show were, they weren't too bad. I still don't get the whole ODB and, Eric Young thing, but outside of that match, the other four matches were extremely good matches on the show, and it does show that pretty much this, with at least TNA itself, it seems as if, they're good on matches, they're bad on storyline. At least in my view. That's how I just honestly feel about it. And maybe they won't be going the triple threat route, though that's how I still feel like they're going to go with the world title, situation. But they might play a injury angle with Jeff Hardy, and maybe it'll just be a one-on-one with James Storm and Bobby Roode. And honestly, for me, I feel that would be a lot better than having the triple threat going into the pay-per-view. The other aspect, I honestly don't really care too much about the Garrett Bischoff thing. They've been doing video packages where he's got a new trainer, all that kind of stuff. Eric Bischoff confronted him this week, and he got to see the trainer. Of course, he wasn't shown on camera. That'll be revealed at a different time. More than likely, they will be revealing that it'll be like Hulk Hogan or something like that. I'm not sure. I'm not sure on that aspect yet. More than likely, it'll be Hulk Hogan. But in all honesty, it's this week, once again, great matches, great wrestling action. If that's all you're looking for, you enjoyed the show. If you're looking for a storyline to go along with that great action, you're probably going to be a bit disappointed, honestly, in my view. And that's pretty much just all I have for this week on the TNA Impact Wrestling. And I thank you guys for watching.